Oh, Academy, this one is for you. Now, I'm curious to see how they're going to respond to this one. So, this man's name is Freddie Doyle, and he has basically been accused of pointing a gun and yelling slurs at a man outside of a bar and was sentenced on a gun charge. Now, I'm going to read the article, and it's going to pretty much tell you early on why I'm saying where's the Academy at on this one. A 32-year-old man has been sentenced in connection with an attempted assault on patrons of an Academy community bar in St. Louis. Now, the reason I'm asking about the Academy is because they love to say that black people are the most homophobic, especially when it comes to black men. They love to throw that onto us. But this guy waved a gun at someone as if he was going to use it on them. And it's crazy because they says that that this was at a community bar that was specifically designed for them, which makes me wonder, why was he there? But anyway, Freddie Doyle was sentenced to 46 months in prison for unlawful possession of a firearm. Doyle previously pleaded guilty and admitted that on June 17, 2019, he drove to Rehab Bar and Grill with a Bushmaster's firearm, AR-15 style automatic rifle, bipod scope, tactical light, 4 full rifle magazines, and approximately 160 rifle rounds in his vehicle. This guy sounded like he was about to commit a domestic terroristic act. Doyle stayed at the bar for a number of hours until the bar closed at 3 a.m. Shortly after, he approached a man who left Rehab Bar and Grill and invited him back to his car. Doyle then got the gun from his car and immediately aimed it at the man. Doyle then chased the man as he ran away, but told a bystander that he wanted to get the man, yelled racial and homophobic slurs at him, and fired his rifle once above the man's head. Now, when they say racial, I'm only going to assume that the man he did this to, or tried to do this to, was not white. Otherwise, they wouldn't have said racial slurs. They would have just said that he yelled homophobic slurs. So this person could have been black, Hispanic, anything but white, or anything classified as it. When the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department apprehended Doyle and placed him into custody, Doyle continued to yell slurs at the man. Police previously said security video showed Doyle pointing the gun at the people before shooting into the air. It also showed him dropping the gun near a different car. All people in this nation have the right to enjoy themselves at a bar and grill without fear they will be threatened, shot, and seriously injured or killed by bigoted criminals, said Assistant Attorney General Eric Draben of the Civil Rights Division. The Department of Justice will not tolerate this kind of hateful violence. The Civil Rights Division strives to protect all Americans from acts of aggression and violent acts based on their race, color, or sexual orientation. I'm just curious to see if the Academy gonna say something, because you know they love to talk. Now, had this person been black, I have a feeling that this story would have blew up a lot more, considering it happened last year. Here I'm thinking that it happened this year. But I'm not going to hold my breath and, see if the Academy going to say something. But it would be interesting if the person that he did this to was black, because they love to throw that onto us. Notice how quiet they were with the whole Ed Buck situation, and both of his victims were black. They rarely ever talk about it anymore. But let somebody from Hall T do something. And the thing is, they will let them get away with so much because they never question what it is that got them into these positions. Never. Hardly ever. They just assume that it was the big black boogeyman that did it. And it was their fault. Never theirs. But like I said, I won't hold my breath. This happened over a year ago. This is my first time hearing about it, so I'm only going to assume they never said anything, and I'm not surprised.